Audio, bit of a different one. It's actually Christmas Day, and it's the first time that Christmas Day for me has panned out that I've actually got a bit of a free one. So the plan was to take the dog to the park for the day and have a good long walk out, but he's acting very weird this morning. Hasn't ate his breakfast properly, didn't want to brush his teeth with his chew or whatever, and all he wanted to do today is play. So we've done a lot of playing, but yeah, he hasn't actually eaten, and I can't force it, and I don't want to take him for a long old walk if he's not eaten. So I guess he gets to chill today, which is fine. He doesn't even know it's Christmas. He has got presents. We haven't actually done our Christmas in the household yet. We're waiting until later, till everything's settled. So far, not Christmas spirit. It's not a Christmas video, but there is something Christmas based that we're here to do, which is test out. Basically, I got a present for me and the missus. We've got two hammocks, because we've been watching quite a few of these video YouTube channels with the you know, stealth camping or whatever else. And it's not like we'll be stealth camping because we have the dog, but to just go out in the day, throw the hammocks up, have a few smokes and whatever else, that'll be nice. And she won't know, I mean, by the time my missus watches this, she'll know she's got a hammock. So we're off to test them because I've bought one each, and I'm just going to see if it's any good. I'm an absolute novice. I don't know anything about knots or anything useful about tying things to trees, so hopefully I get it right, but we'll find out. Right, so we've made it, and I've forgot my gloves again. I'm a bit bloody pissed off with that. I had them on literally as I was leaving the house. I don't even know when they've disappeared off my hands, but they're no longer there. And it's not the warmest, but to be fair, do have pockets, so we're all right. They're not even fancy touch screen gloves, mate. It'd be a nightmare anyway. So we're here, Sutton Park in part of Staffordshire, is it? West Midlands, Birmingham, whatever. The second largest bit of uninterrupted heathland in the Midlands. It's fairly big. I mean, there's much bigger ones in the UK, but this is pretty good. In the 1500s, I think, that's when Henry VIII kind of decides it's a good bit of land for people to hunt in, to shoot birds, to use their dogs and horses. So it was kind of escalated to the royal town of Sutton, the royal park here, because Henry VIII bloody loved it apparently. And some guy called Harmon, who was he the Bishop of Essex or something, or Sussex, I don't know. He's a local guy who threw it all together for him. Thomas Harmon? I can't remember, it's been a while. But beyond that, they reckon everything we know about, like, here in the park today is how it has been essentially since kind of the end of the 1500s. It's been human managed for the vast period of its existence, so it's not it's natural stuff, but it's not here naturally, if you know what I mean. Some of it will be. There's a Roman road here. It's been used since at least 1 AD. They found that they built Roman roads on low heathland. So, you know, what I was saying in that last video with Pelsall about keeping on the short heath, I reckon I was onto something, but I'm not. It's clearly not a genius. Someone figured that out 2,000 years ago, but hey. Right, obligatory gorse flower bit. Gorse being this kind of very, very spiky, nettly stuff in comparison to, I'll show you nettles later. But this stuff, pretty nasty. But the flowers, they grow all year round. I'm not sure if they're that nutritionally great, but it's something to keep the taste of your own mouth out your mouth. So, and I find these to taste quite a lot like really fresh or like not quite ripe apple skin. I've never had a wet one, to be fair. Oh, they're better wet. Yeah, it tastes like pure apples. It's mad. They're kind of like the apple that you remember from nursery. There's some shaky old lady you'd fucking cut up for you. Nice though. You know what? So far, trespass shoes are doing well. And so is the Pelsall North Park common theory of sticking to Short Heath, that's where the ground be. Fuck off these paths. That's where all the water ends up. But I mean, I feel bad stomping on the plants, but it's definitely the best way to get around. History, local, and you know, something I didn't know. So essentially, Sutton Park here is a big, massive place. I've already rolled it out at the start of the video. We're talking thousands of years. But since 1976, half of the place caught fire. I don't know why. Was 76 that really hot of a year? Potentially, I wasn't there. But maybe, summer of 76. Maybe. But all of Sutton Park was essentially low heathland before. And then it all burns down. Nightmare. And then they said no grazing for 2 years to let all the heath come back. But during that gave an opportunity for the birch seedlings to fly around and land and establish themselves. And now you end up with bloody birch and woodland covering most of what used to be open heathland. And as we've already mentioned, open heathland is a rarity. And now we know why, because trees get involved. Which I didn't know until now, but there you go. There's one of the problems is trees. I think that's the alarm bells moment, is just seeing these. Oh, wow, they look like little hot dogs. You know the ones, I don't know their name, whatever. But if they're around, you're essentially in water, aren't you? I can't reiterate this enough. If things start going awry and the floor's insanely wet around you and you've kind of got a bit too far, aim back for the heath and stick with it. I mean, there will be wet patches, but like where it grows, always sure footings. Okay, let's pick it up a little bit. I think I found the place for the hammock. I don't know yet, I haven't read the instructions, but these two trees, this guy and this guy, look like they're spread enough apart, I guess. Or maybe there's a few more options over here. But it all looks good. Chilling. Don't really care if anyone can see us, doesn't really matter, does it? So, chicken of the forest. Apparently, now I've never tried it, but this is the shit if you're foraging or you need food in the wild. This chicken of the forest, I don't know the real name for it, but apparently just like chicken. It's bouncy. So, we're having a go with the COVID cure, mosquito net and hammock. Honestly, no bugger all about getting this up, but I'm sure it can't be too hard, can it? It can't be too hard. You're on the piss because you're on chicken of the forest. I'm using it as a shelf. Right, I'm not going to lie to you. That probably took about 20 minutes of kind of getting my head around just how far the trees need to be, how short the straps need to be. And this definitely isn't right either, because I'm kind of hovering about 2 foot off the ground once I'm on it. So obviously need to go much higher or much shorter on the ropes, but for now, quite happy with the effort. It seems to work okay. How did it slip under there? So yeah, see how this goes. So apparently you want to just get in the middle, find your centre of balance. Oh man, it feels like you're way too heavy for it. I don't know. About to find out, I suppose. One of those. Trouser soap. Right. So. Alright, that's weirdly comfortable. I've left me can and me joint screw in. Yeah man, it's actually roomy as shit. Some baggage here, so I'm probably not even in the middle. Ugh. There we go. Bam. That's alright that. There's a bag outside for your stuff. Obviously we'll get the tarp next. Now here's our daddy trees. They're holding us up. Absolutely so impressed. Can't believe I'm 29. I'm only just doing this now. Okay. So Yeah, man, like genuinely. I'm 6'3", pretty much. And this is more than good enough. And it is comfortable, I don't know. I mean, a whole night should be sound, to be honest. Might have to do a little bit more of this in the future. But yeah, man, this is sick, and I think the missus is going to be very happy with hers. I've gone for two of the same, very basic, off Amazon, just to test the water. And yeah, man, I mean, pretty legit, isn't it? Well, I think I've got my bearings. Straight line for the road, but yeah, in the nice open bit.